Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of The Haunted Hour, Season 2. Last episode, we watched the second part of the two-parter, The Most Evil Sorcerer. And whilst I enjoyed the two-parter, I do still think it's probably out of the 4 two-parters we've seen altogether now, the weakest of the 4. The other ones were either a lot scarier, like the first ones in Season 1. Both two-parters in Season 1 were quite scary. Creature Feature was kind of wacky and weird, but really fun. And The Most Evil Sorcerer for me was just like okay, it was fine. I enjoyed it, but not really a memorable episode overall compared to some of the ones we've seen this season, like Scarecrow and Flight, and just some of the other episodes that we've seen that are quite memorable. And even the guy from Dreamcatcher, The Most Evil Sorcerer was just kind of okay. So whilst it was good, when I get to the ranking at the end of the season, I don't think it's going to be like in the top by any means, but was fun. This episode is called Stage Fright. Stage Fright. So that could be based around potentially a school, maybe kids putting on a play, and kind of Phantom of the Opera, or in the Goosebumps version, Phantom of the Auditorium. Something spooky happens around the play, or they're too scared to go on, and I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to find out. But I'm looking forward to it because I'm really enjoying this season. I think The Haunted Hour was a really good, strong anthology show. I'm enjoying A Few Afraid of the Dark more for other reasons, like personal reasons. But this is actually a really strong season. I'm enjoying a lot of the episodes since I've come back. So let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. I'm hoping it is like a kids theatre performance kind of thing set in a school, because I like my school stories. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already for the rest of Season 2 and then eventually Season 3 of The Haunting Hour. And please take a look at the Patreon link down below, where you'll get a few episodes in advance of YouTube, but also you'll be able to help support the channel and make sure that I can carry on doing this. Alright guys, let's jump into the episode. This is Season 2, episode 15. Are we on 15 now? Yeah, because there's only 18 episodes after the season. We've got 4 left. 4. Almost done. Okay, Season 2, episode 15 of The Haunting Hour, Stage Fright.
We'll freeze if we don't find cover soon.
But she's still out there, waiting.
Yeah, you can tell by the
She doesn't mean us
backdrop.
any harm.
This is a stage
After all,
play.
She fed us the most glorious meal.
It's a glorious
Mother and
meal.
stepmother never fed us anything like that.
She didn't feed us to be nice. Even though she fed us twice, she's a witch. She caught us for the thrill. In her eyes, we're just roadkill.
I like this. This is cute.
Especially,
We both had dreams. Now our clothes are bursting at the seams.
She's not happy.
oh, the plumper, the rump, the thicker, the skin.
Hello?
Yoo-hoo, Gina, where are you?
Gina? Gina.
I was
Tut,
stretching
tut, Gina.
backstage and I totes brain farted. That's the last time, I promise.
That's the 3rd time you've missed your cue. If you do that tomorrow night, you're gonna make us all look like idiots.
We don't need her help for that.
She's had 3 weeks to rehearse. I stepped in
I mean,
3 days
fair.
ago and I'm already flawless.
It was my part until I broke my leg. And start stretching your mind.
She's
Michelle.
meant to be the villain as well.
The tree. Everyone, I have notes. Come. Notes, sir.
There's a lot of characters so far, and I don't really like any of them yet.
Have you guys ever been afraid? Really afraid? For your lives?
I think you will be soon.
No? Then act like you have! They take you into the woods.
I really don't like this woman. She's irritating.
You try to outsmart them with a trail of breadcrumbs. And just when you think you are saved, a witch tries to eat you.
If I had to work for this teacher,
Dramatic irony.
Rehearsal ends in
I
5
would just not
minutes.
come to school.
Art never ends, Raylene.
Don't you guys ever listen to me? I've been talking about this for weeks. Haven't you noticed all the weird things that have been happening?
I only did this play because Lainey said she'd break up with me if I didn't.
Lainey getting sick at rehearsal. Nauseous. Gina
Broken
missing
her
all
leg.
of her cues.
Wait, did I just miss another one?
Michelle, falling off the stage and breaking her leg.
I was pushed.
It's all part of the curse.
I'll tell you what's cursed.
So it is like a
Jen's
Macbeth
singing.
thing, like the cursed
She's
play.
butchering the melodies.
There is some serious bad mojo surrounding this play.
When did drama class get so dramatic?
I found a bunch of articles online about cursed productions at 5 other schools. The play's based on real events, and the witch
Okay.
wreaks havoc on those who try to tell her story. A school in Iowa did it last year.
Is the
And
witch
the dude playing Hansel got beheaded
the
on stage.
stage director?
You actually think a witch is gonna mess with our show?
Yeah, I mean, bring it on.
Maybe jump. Ah. There is like a lot of characters in this episode, so God help me try to remember anyone's names. But like I say, most of them so far. Someone's watching you. Original cola. I mean, right. I'm being really picky here. I like the smoke. Ah! Why was the Coke facing the camera? It should technically be facing outwards, but never mind.
My little darlings.
He's talking about as well how she keeps giving them treats.
First, where's Raylene?
Like the cake and the
But I
cookies.
found her headset by the vending machine and she's not answering herself.
I don't trust
Calm
this
down.
woman.
Have a cookie.
She's forcing food onto them. There's something in the food.
Every day is a new adventure. You just never know what's in store. Every day could be filled with magic. Unless you are poor, we never have
Oh, I like that outfit.
to eat unless we find it in
That's
the
cool.
Our life has really hit the skids. We have no way to feed the kids.
If only our kids were dead. But we could take them into the forest and lose them.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
You just never know what's in store.
I like the fact that, as far as I can tell, they've written songs for this episode.
Fine.
Unless they are songs that already exist.
It's only real.
But that's good.
One thing we're sure.
Stay with your stepmother while I get us some firewood.
Hansel, I'm frightened. Father's acting awfully strange. You don't think
We're
Father
watching a
actually
lot of this
leave us
play.
here?
Well, I'm more excited about what's going on behind the scenes. I'm like, go away, I want to
Who messed with my props?
see what's... Who the witch is and stuff. Well, not the witch, but who's...
Flower? Is that you? I gotta go back on stage with my firewood, but it's not here.
So is the teacher?
Wait, what are you... What's taking father so long?
I'm sure you've chopped plenty of wood. Come back now, dear.
He's not coming.
What is he? Is he chopping down the whole forest?
I'll go look for him.
So I say, screw him,
Just
let's just go.
Stay here and get lost.
But that's not how the story goes. You're not supposed to leave until he comes back with the wood, and I still have a bunch more breadcrumbs to put out.
All right then.
I think it's one of those things that you can play it off. Like intentionally going wrong and funny.
Keep talking.
She didn't feed us to be nice. Even though she fed us twice, she's a witch. She caught us for the thrill. In her eyes were just roadkill.
Why are they
Abe's a good singer though.
Here it is, both especially.
I see it's coming across like it's her, but that could be the obvious.
Once upon a time.
No, it's not going wrong.
Well, if only father were here, he could use this as firewood. Hey, Gretel.
But the show must go on. Have a cookie.
She's up to something, I swear.
Hark! I am just a tree, rooted forlornly in this dark forest. Nobody cares if I'm alone or afraid. I am just a tree.
I do really like their outfits. I'd want to be one of them because they look cool.
There's no way you're stealing my big scene.
This is awkward.
Maybe all they need is one very helpful tree. Don't you dare cross me, tree, or I will have my husband take an axe to you. Did I miss my cue yet? Not yet.
So they both, her and the
Because I haven't
teacher.
finished my warm-up routine.
Could be her. She could be the one attacking people. Is it time for her to get attacked now? Please. It's aggressively eating cookies.
The scream cue doesn't happen until Act 3, people.
See, I think if I was in the audience at this point, I would think it's intentionally going wrong. Like,
What is this?
there's the play that calls the play that goes wrong, similar to that, where it's all going wrong on purpose. Oh, there was some capture. I thought they'd been killed or something.
Always bringing treats, she's been fattening us up. I have to stop.
They said no, so it's not Brower, it's the other girl, the witch. Ah. Oh god. Oh god.
If you want tips on how to act like a real witch, just watch me.
So it is the teacher.
What have we here? A sweet little boy and girl? Look out! She's the witch!
We got that. Okay, now we're kind of trying to act here.
No, I mean she's a real witch. She tied up Lainey and Jesse and Raylene.
Let me go! Let me go!
What's happening?
I'm afraid that's not how the story goes.
It's not the teacher.
I thought Miss Brower was
Who
the
are
witch.
you?
I'm afraid not, my dearies. Just me.
Who are you?
And see. It's been far too long since anyone had the guts to tell my story properly.
Okay.
I couldn't just sit back and watch you amateurs butcher it. If you want a witch,
I'll give you a
I'll give
witch.
you a witch. Who's ready for my big finish?
Please don't eat us!
Please, we'll do anything. Just don't kill us.
Then I suggest you sing. After all, the show must go on.
Show must go on.
She means to eat us by and by. She's a witch. She's holding us by force.
He's a really good singer.
And will soon be her main course.
I wonder if he's got musical theatre experience.
On a show that's very cursed. Now before she eats our cheeks. I can't die now. Senior prom is in 3 weeks.
It's so weird, this episode. This episode is so random. What's going on?
No one tells my story properly, which is why I cursed it. I didn't eat Hansel and Gretel. That's not how the story went. I ate their parents.
Okay. That was such a weird... What? Okay, guys, that was The Haunting Hour Season 2 Episode 15, Stage Fright. I really don't know what I think about that episode. I think I'm going to have to take some time before I record the next episode, whenever that is, and have a real good think about it, because I just don't know what I feel about it. Like, elements of it I really liked, elements of it I really didn't like. So the fact that it all took place around this stage production of Hansel and Gretel in the school, I enjoyed. I said, like, before the start of the episode, that's kind of what I hoped it would be, and it was. Because I think it's just always a fun setting. Like I said, Phantom of the Opera or Phantom of the Auditorium for the Goosebumps episode. There's a Are You Afraid of the Dark episode that's about a stage play, which is not my favourite episode, but the actual setting itself I like, and I think it's cool because when we're in high school, most of us have been in a stage production of something. I was in Jesus Christ Superstar, and I was one of the stage people in the back dealing with all the props and the things for The Princess Bride. I think that was the only 2 that I worked on. I think there might have been another one, I'm not too sure. But it's something that we've all probably been involved potentially with at school, or a lot of us have anyway. So it's something that we know about or have, like, we can connect to. And so I liked the setting. What I found really odd was that initially there was like a lot of characters introduced, and I could not keep track of anyone's names. I have no idea, even now, anyone's names. But there was a lot of characters introduced, and obviously as we watched the episode, we knew that was because they were slowly going to get, like in a slasher film, killed, but in this episode, kidnapped and put in the back, and so the numbers were dwindling. But it was really good in that we quickly learned, like, who was good at their role, who was not good at the role, who didn't like who because they were injured, who believed there was a curse on the play, who got the part but didn't really deserve it, who wasn't ready for the part and wasn't there to hit the cues and stuff. So whilst it was a lot of characters, I think it did a good job of setting up the different roles that they all had, and it made it clear who to kind of root for, even though I didn't really like any of the characters for a while. The only one that I probably really liked all the way throughout was the main guy, the one who played Hansel, because he wasn't annoying, he was a really good singer, and tried to save the play when it was going wrong. He tried to do something, and just seemed like the only person that was quite likeable. But anyway, so as it started to go through, we started to see that one by one they were getting attacked in the back of the theatre, which was interesting, but I wish they'd shown more of that. So whilst I appreciate that they spent a lot of time showing the actual play and they wrote songs, I presume, I don't know if there's a Hansel and Gretel musical where these songs are from. I imagine they were all written for this episode. So whilst I loved that, and I thought it was really cool that they wrote songs, got singers that were really good, maybe they were actual like West End or Broadway actors or musical theatre experience, I don't know, and got them to perform it on a theatre with an audience, and it was all quite authentic, and the song sounded really good. It was good, but because we only have, 20 minutes, I want to see more of what's going on backstage. I want to see more of the creepy stuff, more of the people getting kidnapped. And I guess the episode wasn't about that when we found out what was really going on. But I would like to see some of the singing, some of the performance on stage, but then balance that with a lot of the backstage stuff as well. Whereas I felt like it lent a lot towards the stage stuff, which when I actually started to like the stage stuff was more towards the end of it, when so many things were going wrong, and they were kind of like all playing off each other and trying to steal the limelight or sing a song that wasn't meant to be there because they needed to do something. And I liked that because it reminded me of, like I mentioned in the episode, the play that goes wrong. Whilst I've never seen it, it's about a theatre play that intentionally goes wrong. Now, I've never watched it, so I don't know whether it's they mess up on purpose and it's scripted, or whether things are done wrong and they have to react to it. You know, things happen behind them and they have to react to it. I probably think the latter is probably more of an ad-lib thing, but that's what this reminded me of, in that kind of sense that things were going wrong, they were playing off each other quite a lot, and the audience were laughing along. And if I was in the audience, I would have been laughing along thinking, they're playing this off really well, this is probably intentional. Initially, I would have been confused when the dad didn't come back out from getting the wood, but then I probably would have joined in and been thinking that, okay, this is meant to happen, this is meant to be a play that's intentionally going wrong, and it's not what you expect, and then this person's a witch, but then they get the witch and they throw her in the back, and it's done to keep you on your toes so that you don't know the story of Hansel and Gretel, or at least the version that they're telling. And so I liked that. I was convinced that the witch was going to be the teacher or the girl that played the witch. And then it was really weird because the person who turned out to be the witch, which I'll get to my thoughts on that in a minute, but whoever was playing the witch was kidnapping people. But then when it found the girl that played the witch, they made her like bend in half, which was gross. But I thought it'd be the teacher because she was giving out all the cookies and the sweets and the cakes and things. But it turned out that was just because she's just friendly. So like the last episode when I was convinced that the girl was the sorceress in disguise, or was actually the one that was doing the spells, I was wrong. I need to stop getting carried away with my thoughts, but I thought if it wasn't her, then it was going to be the girl playing the witch, because she kept disappearing off stage, and then someone would get attacked, then she'd come back and go, oh, it's not my turn yet, I'm going to go back and do more. And then someone else would get attacked, and I was like, okay, it's not making it too obvious, but I think like maybe she's the one that's doing this. I was wrong on both counts. So it turned out the witch that was actually doing this was the actual real witch from Hansel and Gretel, which I'm fine with. I would have preferred it if it turned out to be someone that we knew, but it was just this random person that turned up, because when we thought it was the teacher, she got thrown into the fire. But then the real witch turned up. And that's where I think the episode was kind of disappointing for me, because any film, TV show, book, whatever, where you have someone that's a killer or someone that's doing things and we don't know who it is, and the reveal is that it's someone that we've never met, narratively, for me, that's a failure. There's a very famous TV show, I won't spoil it if you've never watched it, where we're trying to find out who the big bad person is because it's all mysterious. And when we find out who it eventually is in the last episode of the last season, it's someone that we've never met. And I was furious. Yeah, but that TV show, just the final reveal was someone that we'd never met. And I was like, are you joking? So this kind of gave me vibes of that a little bit. I know it was the witch from Hansel and Gretel, so we knew of that character. But I was hoping it would be the teacher or one of the students or someone that we didn't expect. But it wasn't. It was just this random woman who was also the witch from Hansel and Gretel. And I like that she had the powers and she could do all these cool things. But just because we never met her, I was a bit like, wasn't that thrilled with the reveal. And then she did the ending where she locked all the doors and said, that's not how the story really went. I killed the parents, and the lights went out. Okay. I think I liked it a bit more if she's like, I didn't just kill Hansel and Gretel. I killed her parents. Well, actually, I killed everyone. Then locked the doors, and it hints that she's going to kill all the auditorium and the students. Maybe there's a hint that she's going to kill everyone that's there. I just think the last reveal was disappointing, and she played the role well, the actress, but it was written and I just didn't really enjoy it that much. The episode as a whole was weird because I loved the effort into the stage production and the scenery that went up and down and the props and the musical and the songs. And you guys don't really know my life too well, but most of you that have ever watched any things when I talk about myself, I am a duty manager at a musical theatre bar, a cocktail bar that we play musical theatre songs. So I loved that because that's kind of what I do on an almost daily basis, or 4 or 5 days a week. I'm always at this bar where we play musical theatres and stage shows. So I loved that and I really enjoyed it. And the songs were good, the singing was good. Like I said, the main guy was really good, and even the girl that I didn't like, who was Gretel, sang really well. I just think it focused too much on that, not enough about the spooky stuff that was happening. And then the reveal was a little... Maybe they should have spent longer with the reveal, and she did a bit more spells and things, and was a bit more threatening. Cut out one of the songs, made the reveal a bit longer, maybe the reveal someone that we know, and made her do more spooky spells. I probably would have enjoyed that a bit more. But yeah, the ending was disappointing, and the episode overall was a mixed one. But I need some time to think before I record the next episode and have a think about it. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought of Stage Fright, Season 2, Episode 15? 15? Yeah, 15 of The Haunting Hour. We've only got 3 episodes left of the season, which is really exciting. Yeah, thanks for watching. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well. Taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And please take a look at the Patreon link to help support the channel. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode. Bye, guys. Stay safe.